Alright, hey everyone, Hrph here. Welcome to another episode of our Conan Exiles Age of Sorcery Chapter 3 playthrough. We are standing here in Sep City. I'm holding a purple lotus orb because we just came across this lady. Luba the Luscious. So I'm going to see if we can't just conquer out with this beautiful orb. Dang it. Completely missed. Alright guys, come up here. Try again. There we go. Alright, it's going to take a couple to get her. While we're waiting for her to sort of spin down. The reason we are here is I took an initial trip over to Clael's Stronghold again to run through there, get some more armor scraps, and we picked up a bunch of good stuff. We actually got 2 more Acts of the Guardians. Let me drop that. Did end up with only 16 armor scraps. I skipped the arena champion. So you get like 11 from the big guy, Warmaker champion, and then you get, 1 or 2 from the other rooms. So we only got like 5 extras on top of him. But we also got a couple of other weapons here. We got Carnage. And Carnage has pretty good damage. I'm assuming this is a two-handed. But it's got 24% armor pen. So I'm going to look at that and see if that's a decent weapon for me to replace our... may not do enough damage. And we also got this guy. Worldbreaker. Which has 67% armor damage, or armor penetration, which is kind of ridiculous. I did wield it for a second. It is a two-handed sword. So, alright, let's see if we can get this lady knocked out. Oh, that first orb did, like, nothing. Okay, this may take a while. It's going to take a few orbs. We got a few. We got, like, 7 left. That's going to get her close to half. Maybe not quite. So what else have I been doing in the background? We have been... I did collect... Oh, I'm just wasting these. I did collect a few more blood crystals. Maybe another 60 or so. Not a tremendous amount, so we're up to like 350. And we collected a bunch of Golem Parts. I made a comment in the last video about not being sure why I didn't do all that much damage when I was fighting the Golem in the Volcano by myself. And it sort of occurred to me that it might have been armor penetration, and one of you guys pretty much confirmed that in a comment. So that's great. So what I did, I started an experiment, and I can show you the weapons that I used when we get back to base. But it ended up prompting me to go visit the hell am I trying to say? The caravan that's right behind Death Whisperer ruins. She's got to be dropping, right? Like any second? No? Really gonna make... Oh, there she goes. Okay, alright. Have a nap. Now let's unequip this. And I'm gonna put... So the reason for our trip to Death Whisper Ruins was to pick up a couple more momentum. That's where they sell the momentum mace. The Catan caravan guys sell the momentum mace there. So I picked up 2 more of those, and also commenter suggested that I start using the Grandmaster or the Master weapon fitting. And that gives you, at least in my initial experiment, it gave me 1 less armor, 1 less damage. So say if it would have brought, instead of bringing it up 6 points, it brought it up 5 points. but it gave me like 12% armor pen. So I'll show you the ladies in a moment. So what I did is they each had a momentum with you know, the advanced weapon fitting. What I did is I went and bought with our obelisk a couple more momentum, and then I outfitted those with the, you know, the master weapon fitting. So the ladies now have, so I think momentum was, oh, I can't remember. I think it was 53 damage. She's got it wielded here. Yeah, it was 53 with like, I want to say 27% armor pen. So by adding the, you know, the master weapon kit, the health damage is down 1 point, but the armor pen went up 12. So the ladies now have, you know, better armor pen and you know, still really good damage on these maces. I experimented with them with, I think we had like Balbator's lodestone and another two-handed sort of club that I put the master weapon fittings on because they had like 49%, 47% armor pen without it. But, you know, the ladies end up doing a lot of kicking instead of actually hitting things, you know, and I feel like the attacks and the damage per second is probably going to be more with these one-handed maces than sort of their general behavior with the two-handed clubs. So anyway, I'm going to take another run through here, see if we can see another Thrall while I blab. But yeah, so I like I said, I did a little bit of experimenting. They used those two-handed clubs on our trip over to Death Whisper Ruin, and they really did a number on the rock nose that are over there, like, you know, like two hitting the rock nose. But largely fighting smaller things, they just kept trying to kick, and it was kind of annoying. I guess I didn't go far enough away to refresh these. This is a cook too. Really could use a better cook. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to take a cruise through here, and then we're going to we'll teleport home. Wait around a bit to get rid of our corruption, and then we'll pick you back up there. All right, so I've made a run through. I didn't find anything else, but on the way back out, we have another Honora Steelfingers here on the dock. So I'm going to see if I can knock her out. She only took 2 orbs last time, because let's see if I can hit her. Nice. All right, so I'm going to knock her out, and then we'll tame her up, and then I will pick you guys back up at home. All right, so we are back at home. Still waiting to recover from our teleport, but I'm going to replace... We have our second Anora, so I'm going to replace our Blacksmith 1. Where the hell is my cursor? There it is. Okay. Alright. So we got Anora here. We got an Anora on the Tinker's Bench. I'm going to retire. We actually have an extra Fia. Alright, so we are going to place old Luba the Luscious here. Next to Sank the Pillow Dancer. So, alright, let's get you properly outfitted. Let's steal this lady's outfit. Oh, that's right, I didn't use the mask because the mask was creeping me out. Alright, she's gonna dance in her skivvies. I think what I'm gonna do is make a run at some point and take both of these lower level dancers that we have. There we go. Both of these ladies, and I'm going to bring them up to our base up by oh, what the heck's the name of that? The little cabin up north of the Mounds of the Dead there. Stargazer's Crest? Yeah, Stargazer's Crest, that's it. Because I would like to be able to teleport right there, so if I had a couple of dancers there, that would make that process much less painful. So I will just teleport myself out there, place the two of them, and teleport myself back, and be almost dead by that point, but I will do that at some point. So what I wanted to show off a little bit here was, let's put our scraps away, see how much we have. So it's only 16. So we're up to 69. So we still can only make like 3 pieces of armor. So I need to keep doing that run. So I wanted to show off this stuff a little bit. We've been collecting some Golem Parts. I've been getting the majority of these from sorcerers. So I've had some commenters say they've gotten them from NPCs. I've not found them in NPCs yet, other than sorcerers. So they seem to drop 1 or 2. But we got these Lotus Burner, got like a lightning head. So I don't quite know what to do with this. You can see I've unlocked some of these things. I did have to use some of our Fragments of Power to gain some more knowledge points. I believe it was, you have to go in here to sorcery. I believe it was a total of 34 points that I needed. I only had 10. So I had to unlock, yeah, I think I had to use 4 Fragments of Power to get myself 40 knowledge points to unlock all that. 34, yeah, so it's 34 total that you need. I still don't know how to do anything with this stuff, but, you know, it looks like you can craft the pieces here, then you assemble the pieces here. And apparently you have to be careful not to be overburdened. If you're overburdened, you won't be able to assemble the golem, so I don't know why that is, but I haven't tried it yet, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, I think that's about it. I think that catches up with everything that I've been doing in the background. Yeah, let me show you these 2 weapons that I think I put them over here. So these were the 2 that I added the master kit to. Balbator's Lodestone. So you can see the armor pen is really high. And this one as well, Beck to Corbin, that's the one. But what I ended up doing, because like I said, the girls wasted a lot of time like kicking the enemies and stuff, and not really swinging their swords, so yeah, so I think this is a good balance. So I'm trying to figure out what the best thing for me would be. So I've got you know, like, should I use this Guardian Axe, one of these Guardian Axes, which is what I'm already using, without any armor pen, with like 10% armor pen, or should I be using a momentum or some other one-handed mace that, you know, that'll give me more? So I'm not really 100% sure. These are the momentums. You know, I guess I could try using even these to see how I like them. These are the 2 that the ladies used to have. These are particularly heavy, though. They're like 15 pounds, so I'd rather not use that. I believe these are all 2-handed, like hammers or something. Yeah, I just feel like there's some better... I feel like there's some better one-handed maces that I could find for me. And these are love taps. And those are the only other ones I have. You know what? One of you guys might actually... Do you have one? It just occurred to me that... Okay, you have the word, but that has already got a fitting on it, so... I don't think you can take the fittings off. Or maybe you can, but it's like a difficult process. I don't know if you guys know that. Can you take the fittings off? I think they had a... If I remember right, I remember seeing a pry kit, something like that. And it just occurred to me that maybe is what that's used for. Where was it? It was one of these... There's a reward for one of these things anyway. I don't know. I'll find it. We don't have to go through all these. But I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start the process for the dismantling bench. For the improved dismantling bench. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll bring you back for the end of that. Alright, so the last step here is to dismantle an item. So this is what I mean. Oh, okay, dismantle it, even though it doesn't go into the dismantling slot. That's weird. Does this not dismantle? What is happening? Oh, I have to hit play? Why have I've never had to hit play on this. That must be new. Okay. Well, I've been using a lot more star metal, recently, so that's gonna help. So let's see, I believe we just completed dismantle, yep. Alright, so we have claimed our improved dismantling bench. What's it gonna take to craft this baby? So we need 100 insulated wood and 150 bricks. 100 insulated wood. I don't think we have that. Yeah, we're not even close to that. But I should have the bricks. Can we make a lot of this? Yeah, we can make a ton. Kind of pinning her in there, but it won't let me push it any further back. But maybe that'll work for us. I don't know. I could always move it, right? Check this out. Improved dismantling bench. So no, let's dismantle something. Let's see if it goes quicker. We don't need these star metal swords. Yeah. Let's dismantle one of these. I keep forgetting. Ooh. Oh, wow. Normally you get 5 star metal, and I got 12 from that on this bench, so this bench does a much better job of dismantling. I don't really care about the thick leather, but at the moment, but we'll, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I guess I'm already carrying the thick leather. We'll just grab it. Throw it over in the armorer's bench. Okay. So that was worthwhile. I think what I want to do next is the sorcery one. So I'm going to start on that tree, and I'll bring you back for the end of that. I did 1 or 2 of it. The next task is I have to go to the actual sorcerer cave. So where's sorcery? My eyes are so bad I can literally barely read this with my nose touching the screen. So this is why I miss a lot of things in the fine print, is because my eyes are super bad. So yeah, we did defeat a sorcerer. Next one is find the hidden sorcerer's cave. So we actually got to make a trip down there. And go in there through that. So I won't put you through that again, but I'll bring you back once we're done. Whoa, okay. Don't even actually have to cast the spell, you just have to pretend to. So that was the final step for Sorcerer. I really had to, when I got down to the cave, I really had to run around quite a bit to figure out, you know, for it to trigger, right? Like, and it was right at the entrance, not the entrance to the cave by the river, but the entrance to the Sorcerer cave itself. So the, you know, the part in the back where the book is. So I really had to mess around there. I even had to drop down and swim around, and you know, problem is you gain corruption while you're in there, but so yeah, anyway, it finally triggered, and then the rest of it was easy enough to do just back here. So I don't know where, I'll figure this thing out later on. It looks like We learned something related to sorcery. Oh, I guess we're already cleansed because we're close. Close enough. It's our new lady. Alright, so we came to the volcano for a couple of reasons. We were looking for blood crystals from the Golem, which we fought a couple of times and gotten. We were looking for Golem Parts from the sorcerers that are here, and also Thralls. And we finally managed to run into Risa here, so unfortunately I brought 5 potions with me. I used all 5 on an archer whose name I forget, that is sitting in our Wheel of Pain right now. So we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. So I've gotten the ladies have truncheons, and I'm just gonna sick them on her. We'll see how this goes. Alright, that first lady is already out. Alright. Alright, she's going down.
You picked the wrong fight.
Alright, let's put that away. Let's get our chain bindings out. No, that's not, well, whatever. It's not really where I wanted them, but let's do this correctly. There we go. Pull them out. Alright. Risa the Beautiful. Or Brutal, rather. Risa the Brutal. Okay, I'm going to drag her back. We'll tame her up, and I'll pick you guys back up at home. Alright, so I've picked up our... We had a Taskmaster 2 lady here on the wheel. I'm going to take the 3... from here. I'm super heavy because I'm carrying all of these thralls. Where the hell is my cursor? Come on, man. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to put Risa over here so that we can now do the chain bindings thing. Although maybe we could do it with the 3, I don't remember, but let's throw the 3 on the wheel. Not that we need you on the wheel, because it takes 2 seconds to tame, but yep, eye candy. I also grabbed, I know this isn't truly the right outfit, but I grabbed for our Conan Exiles some of the Skelos cultist stuff. So at least she looks more like a Conan Exile now. Alright, let's see. Who else do we... We got this archer here. What is her name? Vais the Wayfaerer. Okay. So you know what we'll do? We'll have Vais guard this other pillar, because we don't have an extra Delencia. Alright. Vais the Wayfaerer. So she is the one that took, I hit her with 5 of the Purple Lotus Orbs, and she still had a sliver of, you know, concussive damage. I had to hit her once and she knocked right out, but still 5 potions. So she was tough and soaked up all my potions. So the Volcano, bring a lot of potions, is my advice. So... but that was wonderful. That is wonderful. So let me show you what I did and failed to record. I crafted... We had gotten a bunch of spare parts. Spare Golem parts. And I actually have a few more on me. Well, we have like 2. Do I? No, I don't. The girls are carrying them. Oh, this is... well, I'm all over the place here, but... I just want to summarize and then we'll stop. So we fought the Golem twice in the Volcano, got 221 blood crystals. Not bad. We got a few Golem parts. But what I did is I crafted us a Stone Golem just to figure out how to do this. And of course, you know, I failed to hit the record button while I was doing this. The only thing I actually had to craft was the torso. He's got one of the lightning rod heads, I believe. Can I look at these? I guess I can look at these. Yeah, so I give him a lightning rod head. We had 2 legs. We had 2 empty arms. So I did craft an iron sword for his arm. And we used a lightning rod head. And he stinks. He does very little damage. You can see he's got like... got 9270 health. So he's tough, but he does very little damage. I took him over with one of the Delencias to the little... you know, camp over there behind us, and yeah, he doesn't do much damage even to those low-level thralls, so much better as a gatherer, I would imagine, but, you know, so I figured I'd use the stone one to start with. So now that we've got ourselves a healthy amount of crystals, we probably got 500 or 600 now. I'm going to start going over to see what our little dude in Mecha Moses' Spire, what he has for sale. He seems to sell one item, usually pretty pricey, and it rotates every hour or 2 or something like that. So maybe we can piece together a crystalline golem at some point, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for today, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you find yourself enjoying what we do, if you find it helpful, if you're pulling for her, if you got any advice for me, do throw us a like, a comment, consider subscribing if you haven't, as all these things do help out a small channel. And as always, I look forward to seeing everybody in the next one.